Most Singaporeans go to the office and get fucked by the boss every day.
So we are all sex workers anyway.
Getting body is bad, right?
Yeah.
But then they sell their sanity.
Yeah.
Singapore HDB flats, the price go up, right?
Yes.
The pay never go up by that much, right? The government needs to either bring down the price of the flat, bring up the pay, or then meet in the middle. Or there's a third solution. You allow marriages with at least 3 people. Triple income household! 3 people paying for the HDB flat!
Triple income household!
Okay, you have options okay?
You have options!
2 people work. 1 person stay at home, take care of the kid. Or all 3 work, the kids get neglected still. Like, we can do it.
Yeah,
because the math is not math.
Yeah, the math is...
I don't know any government secrets or whatever. I'm just... I've got ADHD and dyslexia, so I got a lot of weird ideas. I've diagnosed with both. Fuck, right? Okay, so money laundering, right? It's our real national defense.
Yeah.
Because right, if all the billionaires of the world from every country or whatever,
they come here and
hide their money here, right?
Yeah, this is the strongest total defense. This is stronger than total defense.
Yeah,
man.
no one's gonna drop a nuke on Singapore.
Hey guys, and welcome to yet another episode of the Singaplex After Office Hours podcast. And today we have a legendary cosplay photographer, Benni, with us today. And so Benni, thanks for coming on the podcast.
Oh, thank you.
And a few of friends have already been on. If you've seen the Channel U video, the Kelly Kimberly video, or the Jackie Ng video, like and subscribe. So Ben, you were saying that it's actually not that hard to do the kind of photography you do in Singapore. It's just very hard to get paid for it.
Yeah, I just want to say, like already in the intro, I can see like the scandal coming out. People be like, Benni's not a cosplay photographer.
Right.
Benni's a Boudoir, like the photographer, not just cosplay. Like I don't know, the community is supposed sensitive. Like I do shoot cosplay, but it's like 10% of my content.
So the right definition for the photography you kind of do for the uninitiated like me and probably the rest of the audience is boudoir photography.
Yeah, but generally I'll just say photography. Like you're not wrong to say cosplay because I do that. Okay. But there'll be like some uncle cosplay photographer that's like, this is all I have.
This is all I have. Uncle photographer.
You're not a cosplay photographer. I'm a cosplay photographer.
Right. That means those uncles that go with the very big lens to the cosplay events and things like that.
Yeah, I mean a lot of them are nice, but there are some people that communities that are like...
They take it too far.
They got Xiaomimi fetish. Right.
I have a fetish for Sailor Moon costume. Anything that is Sailor Moon...
Of course. Understandably. Right, yeah. So, speaking of fetishes, right, a lot of people, that aren't into such creative culture, they might misconstrue such photography as being too lewd or too inappropriate in Singapore. What do you have to say to such people?
I mean, like, what's the... I don't know, for me, it's very hard for me to think about what's the definition of too lewd.
Correct.
The food too spicy, then you don't eat lah. Never ask government to go and regulate the spiciness of the chili padi in Singapore. So it's like, you don't like, then don't watch. I was raised as a Catholic. So, I had, basically the Bible says, if your right eye causes you to sin, you pluck it out. So you pluck it out lah.
So speaking of like the internet content, I see that you've been an active content creator for actually some time. So how did you fall into content creation, or was this like an organic process for you?
I started out in like doing video production work when I was like 14 or 15. I don't know how legal that was.
Oh it's for the production house. Free labor, right?
I mean they did pay me lah, but I work for one of the worst production house in Singapore. Okay,
one of the worst.
Google them, their lawsuit comes out lah. So it's in the millions. Okay, but the thing is, I love to work in like production.
Right.
Because as a 14, 15-year-old kid, that's the only job you can work in, right?
Yeah.
Where you can openly smoke in front of everyone. And no one gives a shit. I don't care. Like, the adults will give me cigarettes also, I mean,
really? We got in some dangerous territory here, but it's okay.
Don't smoke lah. It's bad. And it's not cool. The kids are vaping now.
Vaping
which is also like vaping is it's illegal. Don't do it. Alright.
Correct. Silently in the club, right at the corner, right? Vaping so that you can, because you like to do it indoors, right? So you started in a production company. Then how did that actually shape or affect your impression of what it is to be a creative professional in Singapore?
So from the production house, I I was like doing a lot of work, and then like I went study sports in ITE, then went to LaSalle for film or whatever. Long story short, I used to do parkour, I was doing stuntman stuff.
Parkour?
Yeah, I was coaching parkour in my early 20s. But yeah, like eventually after one horrible production job that I got, right after I graduated, I told myself like I don't want to work in
production.
Like production, because the industry is screwed, Basically, I worked for that one Hollywood movie that was filmed in Singapore.
I see. Okay. Where we all know what that is, right?
So then the guy who hired me couldn't get a team of people because his name was a bit bad in the industry. So he asked me, and I know him because he gave me my first few jobs.
He used you as a proxy to hire people.
Yeah. So then my friends all graduate, right?
Yeah.
So I go and hire, ask a few of them to come in. Then I had friends who were working in the other side of the... It's not one company, it's all freelance, so very easy to abuse. So then I found out from one of the production girls, because they're a bit sexist, so women stay in the office and then do calculations, then the guy's supposed to carry heavy shit or
like good stereotypical Asian society, right?
I mean, that was before I came out, it was non-binary. So found out from my other friend that this guy was stealing half of everyone's pay.
Whoa, no shit. Half of everyone?
Yeah.
Everyone?
The contract is you're supposed to put our own bank account. It's like, hey, later the contract, you're all right. My account. Then I think it's because they're all friends of friends of friends.
Oh, right.
So like, everyone close one eye.
Sus, man.
Yeah. Everyone close one eye, then the industry disappear.
Everyone close one eye, the industry disappear. Well, that's the summary of production industry in Singapore. It's like going downhill and then the hole get deeper.
And like pay always take very long to come in.
Like
actually,
1 year.
I had a friend in Australia that told me, okay, so it's like, Singapore don't like union, okay, whatever. So don't need union there, right? The way they solve the late pay problem for artists,
in Australia.
Yeah, I think it was Australia.
Yeah.
Okay, was that there are legal debt collectors, right?
Oh, for artists.
No, like there's a general legal debt collection company.
Correct.
Then they found out that artists, a lot of people owe artists money.
Oh.
So let's say one film production, you got 20 people, 50 people or whatever.
Yeah.
If you get all of them to sign up membership to your legal debt collection company,
okay.
You give your invoice to them, they pay you cash straight away.
Wow.
Then that means the production house unknowingly took like a $20,000-$30,000 loan from this debt collection.
Yeah, correct.
And then they cannot lose face on, right? So then the debt collection company will go to what the fuck? So I pitched this idea to one of my friends who do like debt collection, legal debt collection stuff, right? Then I told him like, you can, as a content creator, here's how you can earn money, okay? You bring in some like OnlyFans creators, like some Xiaomi influencer or whatever, right? You ask them to live stream.
Yeah.
So like usually when they go and legally harass you, they have the banner, right? You get this like Xiaomi like just with the camera just live streaming, right? Then they just knock on the door like, hi, you owe $30,000. Can you like pay now?
Then everyone will watch it.
No, then she's like, okay, I call my koko come. Then after that you get the ex-convicts that you hired. Most of them hired, right? Then they come in, right? Then you live stream.
Holy shit.
You can earn money from the live stream also.
This is a genius idea. This is, guys, some golden nuggets here for you, all you doing content.
I wish someone would do it so that artists have a different path other than unionization.
Recourse, right? Wow, speaking of getting paid, the creative industries are so unregulated. Not that regulation is necessarily the best thing, because it can't be enforced anyway, right? So, despite all these difficulties, you yourself and many people we know, they still pursue this path. Why do you think that is so?
I think I don't know, like as human beings or whatever, right? Some of us are just born with like ADHD or some shit, and like we cannot just do nothing, right? We require medication to numb the brain, so we can like sit down and work at like a community center or something like, you just like there, then the auntie's like, my neighbor, the dog going to shit in the flower pot. Then okay, auntie, can fuck, I need more Ritalin, but like not all of us can do this.
Right. They call it suck out and sit down at the table or something like that, right? Which is pretty tough to do, right? And then previous guest Chanel, which is your friend, also say that in Singapore the most popular job title is manager.
Yeah, pretty much.
Manager of what, right? Yeah.
I think when she talked about the shoot that she got in trouble in school, right, I was the one that shocked.
Oh, really?
That specific one that got her in trouble.
Really? Yeah. So, speaking of standing out doing a photo shoot, right? So, I see some of your shoots, they're in different places, like public places, some are in studios and things like that. Then with the cost of like, real estate in Singapore being so high, right? Do you find it a challenge to find places to shoot?
Okay, so the thing is, it's always been a challenge, like, you know, like definitely it will be a challenge, right? I'm not gonna say like, oh, we need to be creative about the solutions, because past a certain point of creativity, the secret ingredient is crime, you know. But like I would say this, like I've been very lucky that in the various things I've done, right, for some reason got people offer me. I've gotten 3 to 4 different spaces. Don't need to pay rent.
Oh, that's excellent.
Kind of thing. Like one was some Abing investor when I did a parkour company. Then
really,
he like, yeah, I got extra office. Parkour quite cool. Yeah, I want support. You know, so like the guys are really cool.
They just want to be part of something cool.
That was when I was doing stuff with the online citizen. I did a talk show with them.
Really?
So they give me
the space.
Office space
right,
you know.
Wow.
Then after that, someone gave me a shop house. Shop house at Chinatown was like,
wow, shop house. That's
the best,
that's expensive.
Yeah, I'll do like my club like photography job. Then I'll sleep in the office, then take bus go home.
Wow, that's good.
Because the pay not enough.
Yeah. Too expensive. Wow, now $30. Yeah. They can like bankrupt and wipe out all your earnings, right?
Yeah. I had a studio for about 2 years recently.
Oh wow. Okay.
There was an investor and all that but you know
it didn't work out.
Yeah, like you know, rent goes up, like
rent
someone
goes
else
up,
was willing to pay rent, so
someone willing to pay 10K a month from 5 or something like that, right? Something extreme like that, right? Yeah, something that doesn't make sense. And I saw one of your posts. You said that I think you're walking carrying your luggage and things like that, right? And then you said that Hotel 81 is actually a underrated place for potential shoots.
Yeah, so usual studio, right?
Correct,
it's probably gonna cost you like, I don't know, like $80. Like the best price you can find is probably $80
correct.
an hour or something like that.
Which is quite costly.
I think it's quite cheap if you have a full-time job lah.
Oh, okay.
If you're earning like 2.5K, you're living in your parents' house or whatever.
It's still manageable.
Like like you got like spending power, you know, but okay lah, studio they got like lights there and all that, right? But like the setup I'm using is actually like Ulanzi lights like
basically
this.
what we're using as well here on the very high budget podcast, right?
No, the lights are really good. Like I really like I wish I was sponsored by Ulanzi, but whatever lah. But so then I just have the anti-trolley with the light stands, the lights there. Then I pretty much can shoot anywhere.
Yes.
Then I'm like, okay like the hotel fragrance, all that shit's like $40 for 2 hours kind of thing. Like okay lor, shoot lor.
Yeah, just have to avoid the judgy eyes. Like, why are these two people going in with like luggage lighting and then like trolley? Right?
I think they don't care. Like, I don't think the staff is like paid enough
to care, right? Yeah.
care.
Anyway, they probably seen too much shit already. Right. They're like, oh, okay, this time they're bringing camera gear. I see. Yeah. Speaking of camera gear and like risky shoots, right? You once mentioned in a podcast, I think it was with Chanel, our previous guest, right, that if you weren't living in a judgy country like Singapore, you actually want to be a porn star.
Who, me?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I said something like that.
Yeah. it's all coming back to you now, right?
Yeah, it sounds like something I would.
Yeah. And why do you think in Singapore we have that kind of barrier to such professions, even though it's 2023, right?
Okay, I have a stupid theory for this.
Okay.
So the thing is, right, very, very long ago, like, you know, like the $10 coin man Lee Kuan Yew said, like, oh, we're gonna ban Playboy because it's bad, right?
Yeah.
Then like porn is banned and all that lah. No minister wanna be the porn minister, what? You know, like who is going to parliament to go like, hey, we need to get rid of the porn things, because you watch porn. Like, no, I never watch porn. You didn't watch porn. Like,
yeah.
Like, we're not gonna have that mature conversation
in parliament, right? Yeah.
And most is like, so I remember last time like Ashley Madison, some dating websites like, oh, have an affair, Ashley Madison, blah blah blah, kind of thing, right? Then like the government's like, we're gonna ban this because it's bad, you know, kind of thing. Then OnlyFans is like, I mean, not everyone on OnlyFans really does. And the thing is that it's true, not everyone on OnlyFans like does porn, you know. I know some people that upload like tuition videos on porn. Kind of thing.
That's the
like,
famous guy, right? Yeah.
So I just think it's like there's no political will to do it lah.
It'll be very embarrassing as the Ministry of Culture and the Arts to discuss like, oh, so these pictures of like naked bodies on OnlyFans, what should we regulate about it? How shall we tax this? You know, things like that.
I think now enforcing it is also embarrassing. Like we're a small country, we need global money and all that. So then it's like Singapore so conservative. Like like Russia, like Malaysia, like all these like conservative countries, it's like no, we got casino, guys.
Yeah, we got casino. Yeah,
we got red light district.
Yeah, like, actually have.
Yeah,
it's just here. Yeah. And they are all not Singaporeans, right? Yeah. So, do you think there'll ever be a stage, right, whereby like you see Singaporeans working in like legalized sex work?
I mean, most Singaporeans go to the office and get fucked by the boss every day.
We are all sex workers anyway, right?
Whatever promotes, like, you don't sell your body. Like some people think selling body is bad, right?
Yeah.
But then they sell their sanity. Every day just go there like
Kena F non-stop, right?
So it's like if you sell your body but you earn enough money to save your sanity, who's really thinking in the long term?
We're all getting fucked either way, right? Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
right.
but I mean, it's an Asian country lah. You ask for forgiveness, not permission lah. Like.
That's true. Well, it'll take some time for that to be normalized, I guess.
I think it's normalized. We just don't want to admit it.
You don't want to admit it, right?
Like in Singapore, it's like. I feel like in general, okay, fine. I think that there's a huge incel population in Singapore, like definitely kind of thing, right? But like people are quite casual about like sleeping around and all this kind of stuff, you know. So
yeah, that's
like,
true.
You know, like even ministers do it in public. Also, like I scared this episode already. You censor a lot, you know. But this is news that was in the newspaper, you know. Like look like. I'm not saying they are bad people for doing it. They are human beings.
Yeah. They got needs, guys. They got needs.
They fall in love, you know. Even they fall in love again.
Yeah,
you know,
they fall in love again. They meet up secretly, you know. Yeah, so hard, you know, be a minister. That's why they say in politics, they got to pay people very high because you have to give up all your personal, probably your personal quirks, right, to be a publicly facing person and take all the persecution.
You cannot use money to go against human nature.
Oh, that's true. That's why happened. That's what happened. That's why until it got leaked. Yeah. So money is a poor remedy to stop human nature. Yeah, it can only stop until a certain point.
Then you just need to like facilitate it. So like, for me, like with shoots and all that, like if I were to be like serious for 1 second, right, it's like when I started and all that, right, like I never really wanted to shoot boudoir kind of thing. I wanted to do like fashion and all this kind of stuff, you know, until I found out how much fashion was paying.
Which is
and then it was lower than production. It's lower than video production, Like at least the video production got views one, Then like
the fashion,
like not SPH but the other newspaper report about how SPH was printing stuff to burn.
Correct.
Then it's like okay lah, like our ancestors get to read these things, right? You know, but like so I found out that like they paid less, you know. Then
So wait, hold up. This is news for most people. Fashion photographers, as in freelance fashion photography, right, actually potentially pays less than video production. Yeah,
like video usually is more lah. But if you're the same intern getting exploited, not much difference
Oh shit! Yeah.
And most of the time, it's like with video, you sort of can see whether someone has skill or not.
True. With
fashion, they like shut up lah, it's art lah, you don't know one, you know. But then actually, the person they hire is like the boss nephew, the daughter, like whatever lah, you know. So, I had some friends who were doing pole or that. They were like, oh, you know, hey Ben, wanna try a boudoir shoot? And I was like, okay, yeah, sure, you know. So I did a shoot with them and all that. And after that, she was like, oh, you know, I really enjoy shooting with you. Like, when a lot of other photographers I work with, like, you get a lot of harassment. And I was like, what kind of like
harassment?
Right? So I found out for a lot of models, right? Even if it's not boudoir, like in general, for a lot of like female models, it's very typical of like when they want to get good pictures, they have to negotiate how much harassment they are willing to take.
Oh shit! Yeah.
To get the pictures, if it's like a collaboration shoot,
right.
Cause sometimes even if they pay, they like oh, you should lose some weight, like this kind of comments, right?
Attacks on your person.
Yeah, and I like. I don't know, I was just a decent human being. So she started recommending me to more people out of spite and anger towards the other people she's worked with. Then more people kept coming to me. Then I was like, I started charging for it. And actually October around this period will start to be my busy period. For some reason it's breakups.
Why?
Okay, so it's breakups.
What's going on in October?
Usually October onwards to December, right? It's like breakup season.
Really?
So I will have a lot of people who like you know, were like, okay, I just broke up, my ex-boyfriend was like very controlling and all that, so I want to like do this shoot or like I want to reclaim my body.
Is
like,
this their therapy?
Kind of Honestly speaking, like no joke, right? Like a lot of the Boudoir shoots, like you feel like a pseudo therapist because you hear like I've had people cry at the end of the shoot saying that like thanks for this experience. Like I wasn't very confident how I feel, and usually when like I feel like the coaching experience from doing sports
correct,
helps when I'm doing a shoot because like
right.
the directing aspect of it, I'll be like, okay, like I genuinely feel that people look the best when they are calm, confident, and comfortable, kind of thing. So if you're harassing the model, you're not gonna get
the material will not be good.
Kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, so this is quite insightful to the freelance photography industry in Singapore. And I think with the internet especially, in the old days there were like only a few mainstream publications, right? But now with the internet, everyone's sort of like self-publishing, and there's this explosion of like creativity, and like there's new terms like I heard in the podcast with Chanel, you mentioned like e-girl and things like that, right? So I mean,
that term quite a bit dated
already, right? Yeah. So where do you see all these self-initiated creativity going in the future, or is this just a stage of the internet whereby people are just expressing themselves?
I mean, ideally with like, sorry, I'm a huge nerd and I got a lot of very weird beliefs but like generally, right, after you have a pandemic, right?
Yeah, pandemic.
The Spanish flu happened about 100 years ago, right? Okay. Yeah. Then before it happened, workers were already protesting that, hey, fuck you, our pay not enough, like that kind of thing. So then the pandemic happened, they cannot protest that much, but then they get pushed to the corner. Then after they started protesting again and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And then because of that, we got weekends now.
Oh, really?
There was no weekends before that. Before that was like,
no shit.
You work in a factory. Like, you're a 6-year-old, why don't you have 2 jobs? What the fuck? Like the kind of thing.
Really?
So yeah, so it was because of like the revolution and all that happened. So in general, there seems to be this cycle of after a pandemic, people get pushed to the limit. Maybe businesses don't earn money during the pandemic. Yeah. So then they get more desperate after the pandemic. But then people are already desperate.
Oh, right.
You get things like the writer's strike and all that.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But in Asian countries, we don't strike.
Yeah, correct.
We lie down.
We just let the vehicles go over us, to put it bluntly.
Because in China, they have a serious problem for the lie down movement. In Singapore, it's just
the lie flat, right?
Yeah. I don't know, like change, it feels like it's not happening, but it's happening all at once. Kind of thing, Yeah, but Singapore being more conservative, no I think it's definitely like opening up. With every conservative dad secretly subscribing to someone's OnlyFans and getting caught for it, right?
They're getting caught for it, really?
I mean, I have friends, I shoot for quite a few OnlyFans creators.
Okay, so Okay,
sometimes when you sign up, you can see the email going like, hey, this guy used his work email to sign up.
No, really? So sloppy.
No, because work email, the wife cannot check.
Oh, right. Damn.
Yeah, but I don't support cheating. I think cheating is like bad.
Yeah. They say, hey, this one sounds like someone's father. Subscribing to someone we know. Right?
I heard someone, the pastor.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Ex-pastor of their church. So it's still a pastor, but they left the person.
Oh, left that church.
Left the church.
Oh.
So then it's like, hey, this one the pastor. I was like, what
the pastor subscribed to OnlyFans.
I mean, humans are.
Yeah, they got need on some,
I rather OnlyFans than like like
something
little like
like some illegal shit, right? Yeah, well, no judgment. On this podcast, we don't judge, right? Yeah, yeah. We all kinks are allowed as long as they're legal. Yeah. Speaking of like kinks, art, and things like that, how do you see monetizing such content in Singapore? Is it a challenge or is it not a challenge for you personally or for the people you work with?
Okay, so I know now it's like saturated, I guess. So out of like a lot of models I know, like about 4 of them hit like the above 10K a month amount kind of thing.
Yeah, from OnlyFans.
Yeah, like OnlyFans or like because nowadays you do OnlyFans, you still can become like influencer for things. Yeah, because it's
not like a bad thing now.
The stigma is not
not so strong. Not so strong. Yeah.
So then it's like but there's only 4 of them kind of thing. Then there's another group that can earn like a few thousand and all that. But when you are starting out, like I think Chanel mentioned before, when you're starting out is really going to be very slow.
Yeah.
My advice to people is like who are trying to do anything art related, right? Just like do when you're young and you can fuck around, just like, you know, do as much creative shit as you can do, kind of thing. But like get a full-time job that's not like creative related.
Okay. So like, you can fuel the passion.
Yeah, and you don't get burnt out for it. Like for me right now, like I'm considering joining like a Fortune 500 company. As a full-time job.
As a day job, right? Yeah.
You know what company? No?
What company?
McDonald's.
No shit.
Like legit like flip burgers, just work there as
so that your brain, you don't need to worry about the bread portion of life. Is that it?
I don't need to worry that much about it right now as it is, kind of thing. But like, wow, HDB flats, like it's going up like
it's going up, right?
Too much, kind of thing, you know.
I see. So, the shelter over the head is still a concern for every human being.
Then when I look at creative jobs and the amount they pay, right, I'm
like close to McDonald's already.
I'm like, Tory Q offering 2.7 a month, Plus I can eat the Tory Q also.
You won't get exploited in the video production house, right? You won't get, at most they whip you at Tory Q and then they give you a free skewer, right?
Let me just tell you one of the worst production house story I have.
Oh shit, production house horror stories 101.
Yeah. So I was like, I think 16 years old, okay?
Oh, right.
So like production in Singapore, you know, like, I don't know whether they still do it now, because maybe web is different, but back then for TV adverts, right, they like to like squeeze, if it's a 4-day shoot, right, you can get it done in 24 hours if no one gets any rest. So we had these 3 days of working, almost no sleep. Like, finish at, call sheet always say finish at 12, right? Finish at 5 a.m. kind of thing.
Oh shit,
then he was supposed to report next day. So okay, at 5 a.m, right? Okay, next day you come at 9. Then he's like,
walao.
I go home, shower, then I take the cat back, then I sleep, right?
Yeah.
So on the last day, right, I was doing the PA, production assistant, right? So the guy who was driving the van went and tell them that, hey, like, I have not slept. I cannot drive the van. It's really not safe.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's mortally.
It's dangerous. He said he really cannot kind of thing, right? Can he go home, sleep, and then he'll like take the van and put it to the drive it to the production house like the next day.
Fair.
The producer was like, yeah, can but you're not gonna get paid for tomorrow.
What?
Then the guy was like, okay, fuck this.
Yeah.
I drive kind of thing. Then he come back to me, like, he's like, I'm 16 years old. Like, Ben, I have a very important job for you, okay? You need to make sure I don't fall asleep at the wheel. Then I just there like, what the fuck? Okay, that sounds kind of cool.
It sounds kind of cool. Make sure we don't die. Make sure we don't die on this production shoot while we're being exploited, right?
Back then, like, you're 16, right? You're like, wow, fuck,
this is fun, right?
Then now you're like, holy fuck, I could have died. I could have been like a splat on the floor in a straight times headline.
In a low budgeted production shoot.
It wasn't a low budget shoot.
It was a high budget.
It was for like one of the. It was a condo.
Oh shit.
Advertisement for a condo, okay?
Damn, that's
filming, so they got budget on. And this production house was very big. They did all the major telecos, all the major fast food, even like the beers in Singapore.
But they just like rape all the production and stuff.
Yeah, just like pay you like shit. Okay, so when he is in the van, okay, the director comes to us and say like, if you all really cannot, please don't do it. Like, I got crashed a car before.
He has experience.
The director, he knows the producer was being unreasonable, and the director's like, I got crashed a company car before and I had to pay money.
He had to pay money. Allegedly. Yeah. Wow.
So, I mean, all this, the director from that production house is missing lah. So, anyway. So, like, when he was driving, right, like, I was just talking to him, screaming in his face, like, you can do this, come on,
no sleep, continue to drive, right.
Then when we reached there, I told him, like, you got us here alive, you just sleep. Then I one person unload the production, like
all the equipment,
all the like heavy stuff. No lights, cause like PA is like the tables, all this kind of like shit, you know. But then like back then like 16 you know, you don't get tired so easy, right? So I one person unpack the whole thing, right? Then this is the part that like was fucked up. I told them that, hey, where's my cab fare money back?
Correct.
Then they say like cab fare money for the last day. Then I was like, now what time? Like, I cannot.
Yeah, how close? Well, go home.
Cannot, like, I
can't even fucking go home,
I'm
right?
supposed to be able to claim cab fare, it's 3 a.m,
Yeah.
Then after that, they're like, okay, fine. Then they took out a $50 note and they were like, tomorrow you need to come back and give the change. If If not, we won't hire you again. Then I went, okay, yeah, can. I took it. I was like, wow, fuck this. I don't hire me, fuck lah. Then after they called me the next day, like, are you coming down to give a change? I was like, no. Then
that was like your protest.
I was like, it's only the cab fare back is about like 20 from Harbourfront to Hougang.
Wow, shit, man.
Like,
that's straight out like long journey.
My trip back there, I spend more money. Like, it's fucking long, right? Okay, so then they say, we won't call you to work again. I was like, don't call, I don't work for this shitty company. Then next month they call me, I got a job, so
Well, damn. So wow, that was like when you were starting out at 16. And do you think the conditions in this companies have improved, or are these companies like gonna pass away soon?
Okay, so for that company specifically, right? One of the biggest production house lawsuits or whatever. Oh, a lot of people money. Okay,
right.
You declare bankrupt, open a production house in Malaysia.
Oh, and resume.
So, okay, when you owe people money in Singapore, they call police.
Yeah.
When you owe people money in Malaysia,
how, right?
They don't call police, they call gang. So so then the guy disappeared. From what I heard,
right,
like maybe he popped out somewhere else again, but the guy disappeared.
Wow.
Yeah. So then that's why I don't want to do this kind of sleazy business, right?
Sus.
And I'm going to do boudoir photography instead.
When production house, video production is more sus than whatever.
It is like when, some of these girls, like when they pay me, like the OnlyFans ones and all that, right?
Yeah. They actually have budget.
Yeah, they got budget. They got better budget than
OnlyFans girls are paying photographers and videographers better than production houses.
And they can pay you cash straight away. We straight away transfer you.
No 6 months later bullshit, right?
6 months later, all that.
No, here's the $50, Ben. You need to come tomorrow to give us back the change, right?
Because when you work as a freelance artist, you're a debt collector first and an artist second.
That's very true. That's very true.
Yeah.
Wow. So, do you think there needs to be some kind of I think I vaguely saw the government trying to regulate this freelance thing, but I don't think it's really working, right? What are your thoughts?
I mean, they can try but I think the real issue is that
the companies.
Singapore has an allergy towards unions. In general, like worker unions or that. Okay, I get it. Like we are a very special country. We have unions. Okay, like what are you talking about? But the thing is, you really need to have a healthy, strong, film union, media union or whatever, right? That can bargain for things.
Yeah.
Or the next best thing is the abings over here, the debt collection companies, need to know that you can
earn money from
more money. Like this PR company, it's like their PR company is about face. A bunch of debt collectors show up outside.
And their media company, right? They'll pay. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, show up at outside some big Angmo PR company, right? In Shelton Way, they're like, what's going on here? Who died? Check come out already. Prior to that, it's like, my boss overseas, the staff changed, we don't know we are processing, we don't know where it is, right?
I think that would create a healthy media industry.
Some kind of urgency, right? At least people can eat and they can pay for their HDB or whatever, right?
But I don't know, so it's boudoir stuff is just a lot less stressful kind of thing. And if people, I always get people ask hey, you do these shoots, you got fuck any of the models and all that. I'm just like,
whoa, bro.
That's the kind of mindset, right?
That you're having.
Keep the maidens away from you, lah.
Yeah,
you know?
Wow.
It's, I don't know how to say this, right? But it's I support Singapore make Singapore a sluttier society. Kind of thing, right? And if you want people to behave more slutty, and when I say sluts, I refer to men, women, everything, right? Kind of thing, okay? If you want people to behave in a more slutty way, you need to create a slut-friendly environment.
I see.
But the thing is, when someone does something remotely sexy, right? People, this one nice to fuck, but cannot marry. Then I'm like, you can do neither, bro.
Yeah. The
fuck?
Yeah. Chill. Relax, take it easy.
I always hear guys talk about, the OnlyFans girl, you can fuck OnlyFans girl, them zai kind of thing. Then I was like, so will you date the OnlyFans girl? Kind of thing. It's like, no, of course I won't. Then I'm like,
wow, really? Double standards.
Yeah.
Serious double standards.
But a lot of the girls that I work with, they have partners a bunch of them have partners for very long, right? And usually after when they shoot with me, sometimes the partners will come along. I'm like, just ask your boyfriend come along.
It's so
I don't care.
Yeah.
But I got some photographers that will be like, why must he come? why must he come along? You know, you trying to cop block me, is it? Like I guess their fucking mindset, you know. But so usually after I shoot with them, the boyfriends will be like, I think you don't shoot with other photographers. You shoot
safer.
Like they rather than shoot.
Oh right. They feel
yeah.
like it's you're promoting a healthy creative environment.
Or it could just be because I'm non-binary, they don't feel like trapped.
I see. Oh, correct. So speaking of non-binary, to enlighten more of the public or the audience that might be watching, right? How do you define that? Because a lot of people in Singapore, they still are not clear what that is.
I think it's just like, so for me, I feel like the whole gender thing is like the most boring thing about me, you know. But like, it's just, can Google it, but it's just, you don't identify as like male or female or whatever, you know. Like, I prefer the pronouns they, but like, if people want to call me whatever, they can call me whatever. Like, I'm not, don't really give a like fuck about that kind of thing, yeah.
I see. Yeah, it's a clear and easy definition for most people.
Yeah. Like, I think that, like, let's say, like, with Kelly, right? The issue with me and Kelly is that, like, I think for a lot of people, we tick a lot of the masculinity checklist, you know, like, hot girls want to shoot with you or want to be around you,
correct.
like, you know, like all that shit, you know, and then people get like confused, like,
they don't know how to process what's going on, right?
Yeah, because they're not
like is it?
Hey, you know, like some aqua, like that kind of shit.
Correct. I get what you mean. Yeah. I see. Because they don't actually know how to view the non-binary person.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's like whatever someone's sexuality, gender is, whatever, it's such a small part.
Correct. Of the person.
Correct.
It's not a big issue. Yeah. I guess because in Singapore we are still a pretty repressed society.
I feel it's like act one.
Everyone's chaotic in the behind closed doors, right?
It's like if it's repressed, right? There won't be so much like sex tapes coming out consistently. I'm talking about not the professional sex tapes. People are like earning money out of it, like the gonzo shit.
The gonzo shit, right?
I feel like as a film student, like sometimes like this shit like pop out, then you like why the fuck we going to use this angle? And that's why like
lighting bad, we cannot see. It's not clear. We don't know what's going on. Like guys, spare a thought for the audience. Yeah.
I think that's why like when I shoot also like boudoir stuff, right? Like I have no interest in doing anything with the human being in front of me. I want like all the perverted bullshit, right, is channeled into the photography kind of thing for people to like see.
I get what you mean. So into the content and the craft for people to interpret it however they will. Right?
But I ever kena before like so Chanel's like good. I know Chanel for almost 10 years, close to 10 years, right? And then like we're friends with Sakura also, right? One time Sakura would tell me, "Hey Ben, I think I cannot shoot with you. Your shots not pervert enough."
Not pervert enough, right?
It's a bit too artsy.
It's too artsy.
They're like, how do
you process it?
Try to make it more like perverted. I was like, okay, like when I study like the perverted angles, I'm okay, you need to do low angle, blah blah. But I like to play with lights, kind of thing. So then it still comes out artsy. Then I'm like, okay, I fail at making porn.
When you fail at making porn, right? Right. Okay. And she's concerned that the shoots are not perverted enough because she monetizes via OF also.
I mean, not everyone but I mean, people who monetize via OF is like sexuality, but like, so there are some creators like before Echo kind of thing, right? She does like very, very artsy, like weird things and all that, right? And I think almost everyone that does a OF or whatever, like even if you're an influencer, you have this persona that you put on, you know, so you can do the like, I'm this ditzy bimbo, or like I am the crazy ex-girlfriend that's gonna fucking stab you, like that kind of thing. You need to have that online persona then, because the guys are not paying for sexuality, they are paying for like a pseudo girlfriend experience.
Oh, so OF is actually like literally like an e-girl experience.
Yeah, like, I think a lot of them are lonely, then they like pay for this, you know. And my honest opinion is I think that NS makes men lonely.
NS makes men lonely.
Like, just cause, okay, so I came from an all-boys school, like from primary school all the way up, right? Kind of thing. So like, the first time I ever went to a mixed school was like, when I went to ITE. Kind of thing. That was in a sports course, so it's like mostly guys also, right?
Yeah.
But like, like I dated a lot of people but then I realized that it was very normal for a lot of the guys to not date anyone.
Really?
Because a lot of the straight guys are not
so
date
like starvation. Yeah.
It's like
mass starvation in the market.
Especially
right?
if you're a good kid, right? Like your parents throw you primary 1 all boys school, you go through, then you're in NS already, and then you're like, how do I talk to women?
Oh fuck, that's bad. Yeah.
You know, like someone hug me or like this girl touch me on the shoulder, I got boner already. Fuck. You know,
Damn, really? That's quite serious. Yeah. Oh wow. So for them like OF is like they have all the like the access without any of the risk or the shame or the fear of rejection.
Yeah, or like there's been some arguments made that like sex work and sex related work, right, is like a form of like consensual sex work with people who love you. It's like a form of therapy. There are some people that are really very lonely. They need human connection. They need to talk to people and all that. And as a society, we can make fun of them like, you pay money for a girl to talk to you, that kind of shit. But the thing is,
but
like,
it's a serious issue.
Like they need to talk to someone. They still need contact and all that. And for people who never learn how to date and all that, if you never learn how to play the game, you don't know how to get good at it and all that, then you cannot hook up, people cannot get married, then our population go down, you know? This is a problem, you know?
So actually the thing about, because that's the biggest like debate on the internet, right? We are in an age whereby like porn and sexual content is so abundant on the internet. Why is OnlyFans working, right? There are some people that don't understand. They were like,
because they want local representation. You can watch porn anywhere, right? But the moment someone is fucking at a HDB staircase, right? You're like, I must hunt down that fucking video. You know?
Local that's familiar territory, right?
Like, okay, so like I know the spectrum of like sex work, right?
Yeah.
So there's one where is this thing like where you can just sell audio, just voice recording.
ASMR kind of thing. Yeah.
It's like ASMR or like sometimes you got a script, then you like just read some like sex shit or whatever fuck, right?
Oh.
Then so I had a friend like during the pandemic, like very hard for her to find work or that.
Yes.
So I was like, here's the spectrum of sex work that I know maybe it can help you, right? It's like, don't want to show face, don't do anything, okay, fine. Like you can do voice. You don't need to talk to people on the phone, but you can like record, right? Then she like, what should I record? So I was like, just do the most like fucking alien voice or like whatever, right? And she did that, and then guys were like they would pay for custom requests where the person is like, you know, recording audios of like saying the guy's name.
Really?
In the alien voice. Hey, Chiba, fuck you, like, I don't know. Like some.
Oh right.
Some shit like that,
It's like bringing their fantasies to life in audio.
Yeah, cause like you watch American porn, like what the fuck do you know about a blonde babysitter stuck in the laundry?
Stuck in Alabama, right?
What the fuck? But then people fucking in a small cramped room trying not to make noise because your grandma is next door. That's local representation. You know, that's relatable.
Relatable content, right? I have such experiences before, right? Things like that. Oh yeah, wow. Come to think of it, that's really interesting.
Were conceived at the staircase?
Yeah. Probably a lot of people. Wow. So actually, that like sexual content on OF, there are a lot of nuances. It appears.
Yeah, like a lot of guys will be like, this is something only girls can do. That. So no, guys can do. Like I've seen guys just like. if you're just gonna post dick pics or whatever, like people gonna be like, what the fuck, right? Kind of thing, right? It's like what women want is moaning audios, not dick pics. Okay.
Or like, big secret right here.
Or like you film your hand gripping the bed sheet. Okay, it's fucking weird. As a guy, you don't understand, right?
Yeah, you're like, what is going on, right?
Like, whoa, fuck, like it does something, you know. So there's some guys that just like post this kind of shit, right? And then after they're like posting like, I want to do collab. Then after they're posting sex tapes, so like some shit.
Really? Wow.
Like that, you know. So like guys can do it too, you know.
Yeah. Our previous guest, Titus, is definitely one of the most famous guy OnlyFans creator. Click the link below to watch that episode if you haven't already. Like and subscribe. Yeah. So what's the weirdest OF content you've ever seen?
Okay, so I have not seen, but one of
you know of.
Yeah. So you know, Singapore's a very aside from being conservative for that, we are very sensitive about like race and religion and all that stuff. But because it's so sensitive, right?
Yeah.
It's a taboo.
Okay.
And then when it becomes taboo, sexy. So apparently okay, this is what one of the girls told me that this guy had it's like some race king fetish.
Right.
So he's a Malay guy. His fetish was like blasphemy. Okay, so when he's getting, it's a BDSM thing lah. Okay, so it's not even sexually. So he wanted her to feed him pork. And force him to eat it, kind of thing lah. And then he's like, no, and then he has to eat the pork. Okay? She said that she felt bad and she couldn't actually do it, so she like prepared beef instead.
Oh wow.
That's it, but that's actually fucked up. Cause he consented to eating pork and not beef. And she's like, oh fuck, then like we were like considering the
there's a lot of layers of debate right here, right. Wow. Considering the ethics of BDSM.
The ethics of race play BDSM in Singapore. If he asked to be fed pork as a king and paid money for that, but you feed him
he actually paid money for that.
You non-consensually gave him the beef.
Yeah, that's like, this is a paying customer. Yeah. Where's the service recovery here?
So that would be one of the like weirdest that
that's wacky, man. That's wild stuff.
Personally, I don't know, like I don't consider like a lot of these things like weird lah. So personally, I guess like one of the most interesting shoots I did a succubus team shoot with like I think 14 models.
Wow, there's a lot.
There's another photographer also, so we were all crammed in one hotel room and then just taking turns to shoot. Yeah.
Oh wow. Did the hotel room complain or anything?
No, it was like some hotel room that was like BDSM team. Then it's not that they usually got problem with stay overnight, but it's like 14 people go there shoot and they'll make that much noise.
Right. I see.
Yeah.
Wow. So you see, Singapore's not boring, guys. You just need to look slightly below the surface.
And like, if you want to do indecent things, you need to be a decent human being. Like the amount of crazy fucked up things you can do when there is consent, right? And not go to jail. It's fucking amazing. But then it's like,
but people
want to take upskirt pictures in the MRT.
Like why? Like what does that even do?
Like if you're gonna commit crime, earn money from it, you know?
Do it consensually, right? And then like in the spirit of collaboration, as they say. Right. Yeah, I guess, right. So so for the people that take upskirt in the MRT, what do you think is going on with them? Like, you've seen the whole spectrum. So what do you think is wrong with these people?
Okay, so I think a lot of times when it comes to like sexual assault, these kind of crimes out there, right? It's more of it's not about the sex. It's about the control kind of thing. So I think that, I don't know, it's not making any excuse to them, shouldn't fucking do this or that, but it's been shown that when society gets less and less livable, cost of living goes up, the ability to earn money goes down, the weird sex crimes happen. Right. Singapore is a small country, you can control things and all that. We fucking cane people and do all that kind of shit, right? Then why the sex crime
increasing?
Increasing.
Every month NUS got some new amateur photography incident, right? I always in the toilet, what's going on?
And it's like, and people want to shoot. I get people pay me money to shoot them nude. Kind of thing. And then it's like when got supply, got demand. You don't come and demand when there got no supply, then you got problems. But I just think because things in society is getting more stressful, you're gonna get all sorts of the misery index goes up.
When the misery index goes up, the kink index also goes up.
There's this study shown that when the economy goes down, the heels become higher.
Really?
Yeah. During the last financial meltdown, right, people started wearing heels, started dressing up in a more sexy way or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
So when the financial markets go down, people start wearing high heels.
There's a general study about these things.
And the high heels thing is because it helps people bring out their... I
don't know, maybe people stressed out, maybe people
correct.
I need to hook up, I need to get married, they have a stable life, all this kind of stuff. How to say, whenever people ask me about cheating, people always ask you do this, then your wife never say anything or whatever. Then I'm just okay, so the thing is me and my wife, the way we met was we met in a polyamorous relationship.
Oh wow.
Kind of thing. So it's me, her, and some other girl or whatever. And also the whole time we were so when you're polyamorous, right? you get a lot more opportunity. Like your doors open up and close at the same time.
Yeah, doors open and close.
Yeah, because I don't know, like for some reason in Singapore, right, the language that they understand is cheating. Like so if I want to go on a date or like my wife wants to go on a date, whatever, we were like, you know, this person for me, blah blah.
Yeah.
So once I went on a date with this girl, then she's like, what will your wife do if she knows, you know, like just teasing, right? I was like, she knows
Yeah,
like,
then you don't
she
get
need
it.
permission.
Yeah.
Then she was like, what do you mean she gets you permission?
What do you
I was
mean?
like, wait, you thought I was cheating? How am I the bad person here?
Right.
But also it's like,
I
now
see,
you know we're
I
busy,
see.
no time to
correct,
date or
correct.
that. But I always tell people polyamory, right? Like, okay, so Singapore HDB flats, the price go up, right?
Yes.
The pay never go up by that much, right? So the government needs to either bring down the price of the flat, bring up the pay, or then meet in the middle. Or there's a third solution. You allow marriages with at least 3 people. Triple income household! 3 people paying for the HDB flat!
Triple income household!
You have options okay?
You have options!
2 people work. 1 person stay at home, take care of the kid. You don't need to exploit third world country.
Yeah.
Labor, you know?
Yeah. Sounds good.
All 3 work, the kids get neglected still. You know, like we can do it.
Yeah,
we
they
can
got a lot of money going to tuition, you know. Yeah. Triple income household. Hey guys, we are breaking new societal ground here on the Singaplex After Office Hours podcast. It doesn't sound that crazy actually. Yeah.
Because the math is not math.
Yeah, the math is not math.
Then I was like, okay, so if you go on this train of thought, okay, like, you know, like Singapore, like, we cannot allow gay marriage, right? So, okay, like, you don't allow gay marriage when it comes to 2 people. But 3 people, you let any configuration. So then it's like Singapore, right?
Yeah.
We go big or we go home. If you want to do a queer marriage, it has to be at least 3 people.
Yeah, go big or go home.
Because like last time we were famous for like, chewing gum illegal.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing we are known for, right?
No, now we need to up the standard. We allow gay marriage if it's 3 people.
Yeah. You heard it here first on the Singaplex After Office Hours podcast. Triple income households. Approval for gay marriage is at least 3 people. In this Singapore, we go big or go home, right? First world nation, first country to break the norm, right? First country to have 3 income households, then the GDP will be, you know.
So in order to build a stable family, you need
now we need actually
marriage, we need
3 people to
yeah.
actually earn money, right? Yeah. One to pay the HDB, one to pay the electricity bill, then one to pay for the holiday or something, right?
So I got talk to people like when they ask like polyamory, how does it work, blah blah blah, like that kind of thing. I could never do that. Okay, so let's say like if like, it's a girl, right, saying this, right? Then I'm like, okay, but like let's say if got this guy like you, right?
Yeah.
Then you like him also, but you're not sure. Then his best friend also like you. Then you're not sure who to choose, right? Then both of them go. We've been friends for years.
Yeah.
We can share her.
That's not too far-fetched actually.
Then usually the girl will be like, then that one can I don't mind. It's like, they can be yours.
Yeah. The world is yours, right?
Like sometimes I feel that for the world to be fair, like I hate all this like Andrew Tate like rubbish like that, right?
Oh yeah.
I feel that like we need gurus, right, to like teach women how to achieve in toxic ways. I'm not talking about the girl boss shit, you know. I'm talking about like just telling girls like, you know, hey girl, like you earn the income, you know, find some like fucking stupid himbo.
Yeah.
And like, you know, like if you walk back home, right, and your himbo husband is not cooking for you, then you have not achieved success, you know, like
you need to wear the sunglasses and the cigar. You need a cigar, right? Go. Yeah. The man is not in the kitchen, right? You go home, right?
If your man is not in the kitchen, right? What the fuck are you doing?
They was like cigar, right?
It's like toxic masculinity for women.
Yeah, for women. Yeah. Wow, that's like, I think we have not seen that yet. Yeah. There's a lot of latitude here, guys. You know, a lot of unexplored territory. We're opening new horizons here on the Singaplex After Office podcast, right? And so that speaking of new horizons, now we are like, you know, going into what they call like the AR, VR environment. Because now we went from a society that's just like text, right? Texting. Then now you got video, and then now you have internet plus video, which leads to this whole creative and then the OnlyFans economy and so on and so forth, right? Then with technology advancing, some people say we'll go into metaverse. Next time we'll be wearing goggles. We won't need real relationships.
Facebook gave up on that. Right?
Yeah, Facebook gave up on that, right?
Like they lost real money on artificial like on virtual reality. Then I'm like, okay, that sounds bad.
That's not bad, right? But the Apple, some of my
The Apple
industry
one
friends,
good.
the
It was
Apple
good. I
one,
think
they
it's
say
cool.
there's no lag, it's like high res and you don't get a headache. So it seems like Apple's gonna break new ground in that.
I like Apple stuff in general. When I saw the thing, I was like, wow, this is damn cool. I want it like to play Minecraft or like, whatever, But like I think like I can catch on, but I'm not that excited about like virtual reality or like whatever. Cause like okay, most Singaporeans, right, don't even have a fucking room to themselves.
Oh yeah, that's true. Space is a space constraint.
It's a space constraint, and then you
bump into your sibling or your
when
family member.
you're very very vulnerable. You cannot really see your surroundings, and you want to like move or whatever. Like there's someone watching like VR porn jerking off in the living room. And then Amma come home, then you like
what the hell? True, man. There's trauma on a multi-generational level. Right?
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm like. Artificial intelligence can never beat real stupidity.
The real stupidity. People still crave the real thing, which is actually why people actually pay for OF, I guess.
I don't know. Like so there are some guys who like they pay for OF as like a collector. They're like,
as a collector?
Like, I'm collecting the OF sets. These are people I subscribe to.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Or whatever. Then they might not even see it as like a sexual way.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
or they just pay to chat with the model and they like the aesthetic and all that. And I mean like if someone jerks off, they jerks off like whatever but I don't know. Like I would say some people rather the distance because you can't actually get hurt.
I get what I mean. There's some there's this virtual barrier and distance between the subject and the person that wants to interact.
Yeah, and I think I don't want to judge, but I think like the vulnerability and the chance you might get hurt is what makes like things worth it and all that.
Okay.
But I mean,
life is messy.
Yeah, cost of living is high. People don't have time to date.
Yeah, correct. So this virtual companionship economy, OnlyFans industry is sort of like a replacement therapy for real world needs that are becoming challenging because of
it's cheaper than therapy.
Yeah, correct.
And I guess feels more fun than actually working on your emotion. But sometimes it could. Like there are people who do like strippers and all that overseas. I saw this Adam Conover, so one of the writer strikes. Like the guy, he was interviewing like a bunch of like strippers in the US were like unionizing, and then the way they talk about
strippers are unionizing.
Because that's how bad.
That's how bad it is.
It's getting there. Like they have to pay money to work in some of the clubs.
Oh, the strippers have to pay money.
Like, like you buffing, right? Then you book the table.
Really?
Kind of thing, yeah. Then they have to earn back the money. So it's a bit like horrible. Like
wow.
Businesses need to take risks.
Not
throw it on the
performer.
On the intern, like on the talent.
Wow.
So but they say like they can really form like like connection or like whatever. Like I how Singapore got like Siam Diu and all that. Right? Like I just wish it was more equal. Like we had more like male Siam Bu or whatever,
Right. I
like,
get what you mean.
I know last time there was just like one club somewhere where Thais were like
going
pay money for like Titus Low lookalikes, like which is very long before like we knew about Titus, like they hang flower on the boys.
Oh wow.
Kind of thing, Okay. It's just like if it's gonna be sex work, we just more equality
more equality, more representation.
Don't just cater it to men. Then you complain that like women can do this kind of job, then we cannot. And I was like, Titus Low exists.
Titus Low exists, right? It's a shining beacon of representation, right? Yeah, wow. So I think with high stress, like you said, comes like the high desire and yet the lack of time, finances or effort to go for the real thing. And is that why you feel OF has become such a commercial success? Because it's essentially the cure for male loneliness.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's just male loneliness. Yes, like most of it is probably like guys there, right? But like a lot of the models I know who are earning money, they subscribe to like other girls also because they just like support each other.
Wow.
Kind of thing, I think it's just convenient, It's like Grab lah.
Like go home, open your computer.
But I don't know. I mean, it's weird. I thought they would like I'm fucking 30 this year, okay. I thought the government would like shut down like OF or whatever, right?
Touch wood. Yeah.
Like I mean, they might not, but like end of the day, VPN exists. People are gonna find ways.
Porn will survive as it has always done.
Yeah.
You can't stop porn.
And then it creates this imbalance in the economy because if you're like a normal model, right, trying to run for auditions to do stuff in magazines,
it's very tough, right?
You get paid $300. Then the OF thing,
the 5 digit.
It can go up to 5 digit.
Like why, right?
And then a lot of it, okay, like when I was younger, like when I was doing parkour, where I still had abs, right? I was in the modeling agency. Okay, I did a bunch of. I did the fucking spicy nuggets for McDonald's. I like flipped into the pool, all this kind of shit. Right. So I did a bunch of roles here and there, all that, right? Then the agency had a scandal.
Oh shit.
Then it closed down. Okay, I'm going to give you a bit of context and I want you to guess the scandal, okay?
Okay.
So it's run by a husband and wife, okay? Then the guy was a photographer, the wife was like, managing all the other stuff. Guess what kind of, I bet you won't be able to guess what kind of scandal it was.
The guy was the photographer.
Yeah.
The wife was managing everything.
Yeah.
It's the wife. I have no idea.
It's the husband. Something happened with the husband.
Or he go and touch the models, I don't know. Like.
No. Nothing sex related.
I have no clue.
He killed his father.
Whoa,
like,
dark stuff.
There was an argument, he like strangled the guy or whatever. It wasn't intentional. But it was like some manslaughter charge, and then so over the newspaper, and I'm like, wow. I think my agency's gone. Like
shit. So that was your like so-called like talent management agency.
Yeah.
Your boss killed his father.
Yeah.
That's dark, man. Wow.
But like it happens. I mean, I'm happy it's not some like weird sex like scandal thing. Okay, the guy, it wasn't like outright murder. It was an argument. It was like
wow, you see the police mata 来了 the police agree. Wow. As the sirens fade away. Yeah.
So I mean my point is just when you work with like companies and this kind of stuff, bunch of other people can make mistakes and then like, you get affected.
Yeah, so you see your track record is pretty stellar now. You got the preventing death from the van, keeping the driver awake. You got a boss that killed his father. Yeah, I don't know what else is there, right?
No, like so that was everything in like the media industry.
Right.
And then go to Boudoir, nothing.
Nothing.
I have not come close to death.
Yeah, or destruction.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. Okay. God, there was one model that I worked with that like apparently like passed away.
Oh shit.
Kind of thing. Then like I couldn't find out whatever. All I know is I posted some image.
Yeah.
Someone messaged me and then was like, hey, you should take down this photo. The family asked me to tell you to take it down. This person has passed away. Then I was like,
whoa.
I was like, because she told me she had a very controlling ex or like whatever.
Okay.
So then I was like, maybe this like some controlling guy. So I went to like Google full like
whoa,
CSI shit. And I found that there was like a story about like that matched the name and all this kind of stuff that like this person like was sitting at some hotel, the balcony or whatever, and then was FaceTiming someone and then fell down.
Fell down, accident.
Yeah. Kind of, like I mean it's sad and all that and like I'm not. So people say I'm like have a fucked up sense of humor or whatever, right? But like that's just how I cope, lah. Okay.
Yeah.
So to some extent, I was like, this person like, and when I say these jokes to my other like OF friends or whatever, they also like, they're like, oh yeah, that's gonna be me, kind of thing. Like to some extent, he died in the most like stereotypical hot girl way ever. Right? Yeah. Where you anyhow sit somewhere, you FaceTime, you laugh, then you fall down.
Oh,
then the person on the other end of the FaceTime, all that.
What trauma?
Like the thing is like it's sad.
Oh, that's really
sad.
That's really messed up shit, man.
So things I shot this person like let's say like I shot this person, then they saying that they were gonna go overseas. So
So you
went
assume
overseas
like
for a few months, right? I thought like everything was fine, but no, like after my shoot with that person, 1 month later they passed away. I was expecting them to come back from Singapore and
correct.
like stuff like that. So like I'm laughing about it because it's fucking shocking, lah. You know.
This is called hot girl FaceTime. Yeah, right. Let's go, math. there's boy math, and now there's hot girl FaceTime.
I thought you were gonna say like girl math, boy math, girl deaf. Like,
Good oh shit.
like again, it's fucking sad.
Yeah.
But all the like OF models I know will be like, yeah, like it sounds like how I would go.
It sounds like how I would go. Damn, I don't know what's going through the mind of the other person that's FaceTiming also. They're like, is this a prank? They're like, oh fuck.
Do you find it hard to transition out of the topic of death?
Yeah. It's getting very heavy but humorous at the same time, right? Yeah. Wow.
I mean, when shit gets real, like sometimes all you can do is just laugh. Like,
Like we're all gonna die one day, and it's better to laugh on the way to the grave.
Yeah.
Right,
Like,
yeah, that's true.
Also, I went through some very, very dark times. I was starving when I didn't have, like, when I went
Starving?
legit, when I went to Lhasa, I had like no money for food.
Oh shit,
My
yeah,
mom
yeah.
was like this like crazy hoarder. She won't like
Hoarder?
throw away stuff and all that. So
At
we had
home, at home, she hot stuff at home and
yeah, like there was a room that we could like rent, but like she didn't want to rent because the trash was like more worth it than me. So whatever.
wow.
So I was like very depressed, right? But then I realized that like I was feeling like kind of like suicidal kind of shit, you know. But then like what helped me cope was I'm like, when you're depressed, right, you have an abundance of two things, okay?
what's that?
Procrastination, alright, and giving up. Alone,
damn,
these are useless. But
Yeah.
if you procrastinate giving up, I told myself I'll kill myself tomorrow every day, and I got through it. I don't recommend people do this. Okay, I don't recommend. I'm not a therapist. Don't do it. I'm just saying this is what worked for me. I was like, if I'm rock bottom,
yeah.
then I'll kill myself tomorrow for sure. I kept repeating that, and then I
tomorrow- you
got out of it. I got
Yeah,
married.
Yeah, wow, what a
I don't
change.
have a HDB flat yet.
Yeah.
So it still sucks, but it's better lah. It's better lah. You know.
So the question is, are you and your wife gonna saving up or trying to get a HDB flat?
I mean, we're trying lah.
Trying,
but like
why the BTO taking too long?
sometimes I admire the French, right?
Yeah.
Cause they have a guillotine culture.
Guillotine?
You know, you know what to do with the bourgeoisie. You know, like that kind of shit. You know, but I mean, I don't hate rich people. Like, I love rich people. Like, you know, I love money. All this kind of shit. I have a lot of clients. I have some clients that are like really like fucking rich. You know, there was like times where like me and my partner we had $20 in the bank.
Wow.
And this person that hired me, right, it's like one of the last house at like Scotts Road or some shit like that.
Oh, wow.
It's like you have to go up a fucking hill. There's a fucking mansion. And then I was just like, wow.
Wow. What
the
do
fuck?
they want to shoot? Some Eyes Wide Shut shit.
Just influencer stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's just influencer stuff.
Yeah, not some Eyes Wide Shut. Here's the mask, Benny. You wear the mask. And you're like,
But I've that's like being a Florence. I've talked to some crazily like rich, like actual crazy rich Asians like of Singapore, right?
Wow.
And like one of them told me like Ben, you had the privilege to be the screwed up kid. Then I was like, what the fuck? I mean,
What does that mean,
You know,
man?
like there will be people that's like, you know, like what do you mean like privilege? You know, like you're the one that's rich, right? But like hear me out, right? The thing is like, when you are like born that rich, right? Nothing you do, no amount of studies, whatever you do, right, will matter as much as pleasing the right few people to get their inheritance money.
Oh,
So then you're in a golden cage.
Yeah. All right.
Whereas for me, it's like, my parents had nothing to offer me. I could just walk away.
Yeah.
There was nothing. But this one is like, just cut off your family. Bro, this is like almost $1 billion. Like, an actual $1 billion.
Yeah.
I need to just shut up and do what my family wants me to do. Then I'm like,
right.
there is trapping. Like, is it better to be in a golden cage? You know, like
this is actually a conundrum, right?
yeah. I mean, of course, like life sucks. I ever during the pandemic, like fucking go and ride bicycle to do Grab,
Yeah.
kind of thing. You know, and
Right.
it sucks. It's tough, lah. But I'm just saying that I've heard.
Yeah, the
From
other
the rich
side,
people
right?
side.
Yeah, rich people have problems too, and hopefully when we all here at the Singaplex After our Office Hours podcast, when we eventually become wealthy ourselves, we have slightly less problems. Yeah, that's what we hope, guys, and we also hope that for all of you listeners as well, right? Speaking of like rich people problems, what do you think are some of the other ways you feel creators can actually make bank other than OF and doing all these shoots? If it is even possible.
Wow, I have no idea, honestly speaking, because like at first when I worked in like production, right, and I heard how much money some of the people was making, I was like, wow, like quite shocked. You work like a dog with no sleep for 2 weeks, right? Then you have money for the next 3 months, kind of thing.
Oh, because it's in a very short burst.
Yeah,
correct.
Then it progressively got worse where like, because like, so one of the days I was doing a convention with my wife, right? Because we sell the anime merch. The setup, I'm using camera equipment. So for her to hang the wall screws on that, right? I'm using like the light stand, whatever, right? Because we have it, just use it. So the Grab driver was like, hey, you're filming. Then I was like, oh, you used to work in film, is it? Then he worked at the same shitty company I work at.
Damn, no way!
So then I was like, whoa, like then we just bonding, we just talking. After he parked, right, we like, he get out of the car, then we smoke, then we just talking like war stories, right?
War stories,
then he told me that like, I'm gonna go to Taiwan to work like as a cameraman.
Right. Wow, okay, that's so interesting.
Last time cameraman can get paid like what, 800 a day or whatever. Now the pay is like 120.
Oh, in Singapore?
Yeah. This is what he tell me. I mean, I don't know because I never do
super
video
serious.
stuff.
That's like more than larger than a 10% decline a year or more. No? Yeah.
Because I think over here they don't care about the quality.
800 become 120. Then what kind of quality will we be getting?
I mean, I've seen they don't care about the quality.
It's very bleak. Like it's bleak to hear. Yeah.
iPhones have like become a lot better.
Yes,
now you can use that Osmo Pocket, right? And
Osmo Pocket.
It's like I bought the first Osmo Pocket, then the light sensor not so good. Maybe now the new one light sensor good. Right? Like the thing is accessible.
Yes. Everyone can have it.
If I quote 800, you're gonna be like, fuck you, this fucking 15-year-old kid. Willing to pay me to work for me.
He willing to pay me for a chance, right?
He said he want to learn. Then I tell him you pay me $50. Then he do this and then I still can charge a client money, you know.
Wow, that's hardcore. Wow, yes. I see that's indeed troubling for the industry at large.
I notice in general with arts, you don't have the lao jiao teaching people stuff. You know?
The lao jiao are raping the people.
I think the lao jiao with no skill are the ones doing the cheating. The
lao
jiao with skill,
they're way ahead already.
I am 35, I cannot eat cup noodles every day. And realistically, I've given up on dreams. Okay? So I'm going to sell property or insurance. I always make a joke that when people say, sell students cannot get jobs, I'm like, no, we are the biggest, we form the biggest amount of people that end up selling property and insurance. Okay?
Hey, I have a real estate license, guys. It's totally true.
My friends who are doing property and insurance, I'm like, just set up a booth at LaSalle or any other art school, right? You just set up the booth there.
Recruit.
Okay, you get their contact number or whatever. I mean, contact number change, I get it, right? But 3 years after graduating, right, you message the same people. They'll be like, wow, job, okay, yes. Because I worked in the industry before, I went outside, I knew what to expect.
Correct.
But I had a lot of people in my class that never worked before, then they're like, when I leave school, I'm going to become a director. Right?
Like, good luck, right?
And then they get disappointed the fastest. I'm like, this hopelessness, I'm used to it. I will fucking thrive, you know.
Molded by it. I've been seeing hopeless until I was a man.
Something like that, right?
By then I was shooting OnlyFans.
But ironically, the OnlyFans people can pay more than the magazine.
That's so bizarre, man. That's so bizarre.
Actually, sorry, just saying, let me know if I'm going way too off topic. But I had a scam email from
a scam email?
Yeah, it's from a fake luxury fashion brand kind of thing. Okay, because it's like the luxury brand name at gmail.com. Then I like to talk to scammers kind of thing. I like to waste the time, then whatever. Then it got me thinking, the difference between this fake luxury brand trying to scam me, right? And an actual luxury company, if they hire me to do work, right? This scammer knows that he's scamming, and he's going to scam me on money.
But the
brand
house
is going to scam me on my time, money, soul, been thinking that the money is going to come in, but it never fucking comes. I'd rather just get scammed. My dignity is not gone,
All of you that want to study creative media and the arts, you're getting the masterclass. Before you before you sign on to NAFA, LaSalle, or you know, where me and Shane, our video guy, comes from, School of Art Design Media at NTU. Sounds slightly better, but actually
like the
also very
course,
dodgy.
Like it's the legendary course, you know. Like, I mean, I don't think everyone that goes there like confirm makes it, but like most of the people that make it, right? It's like freaking EDM, lor.
Yeah. Well, it's good to hear that our course is getting some esteem in the industry. But I can tell you, the journey is also very wild, right? Yeah. So Singapore is a small creative ecosystem, and do you think the problem with like freelancers not getting paid and then all these kind of like problems are because the market is too small?
Okay, just saying, I tried to solve this, right?
You tried to solve this?
Legit.
Okay.
By running for arts at MB.
Really?
So the thing is,
no
like,
shit. Yeah.
No, I'm not joking. Like, fucking serious. Okay, so one of my friends was the director of Substation that I met through like activism stuff lah. So then he was like, he posted on his Facebook, who want to try running for arts and MP? We taking names. Then I for fun just put, haha, me. So I thought he's not going to take me seriously.
Yeah.
He goes me like, hey Ben, I already put in your name.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Then what do I need to do? Then it's like, this is something that the art community will do to try to decide and then convince the government. But it's not a official process that like the government does. But the art community is like, we need to put up some resistance, right? Yeah. So then they did this Zoom call like debate thing, right? That like I had 2 days to prepare for. Then I was like, wow.
Serious shit.
I'm so not prepared kind of thing, right? Then I was like, okay, I need to Andrew Yang this shit.
Yeah, so Andrew Yang this shit.
So Andrew Yang, for those people that don't know TLDR, right? Andrew Yang is that guy that's trying to run for president, who was like UBI, Universal Basic Income.
In America.
Okay. And any question you ask him, that's what he say. Then I was like, is there any okay, I need to find like 1 or 2 talking points, right, that can solve all the problems in the industry.
Right.
It started out as a joke, but then every question they asked me, I could answer with this, you know, which was like, I was trying to work out the acronym to like PAPA or whatever. Basically, it just stands for like, pay artists properly, pay artists on time.
That's all we need.
So then I was like, how do we create more art spaces in Singapore? So you pay artists properly, you pay them on time.
It will solve everything. Everything will be solved, right?
How do we promote arts among the youth? If you pay artists properly, you pay them on time, they can afford to hire the youth.
They will not pass away and their dreams will not die before they make it, right?
And like, how do we promote media literacy in Singapore? It's like, if you pay artists properly, you pay them on time, they will, cause I see so many creatives, right, just give up.
Yeah, cause no money, right?
They never work. Yeah, they do the work.
Then they'll get
too
paid.
many 6 months payments, and in the middle of that,
like fuck this,
5 companies die.
In the middle of that 5 companies die. That's true. The problem is like so basic, but yet it has plagued the industry for so many years, right? Yeah.
Like the risk. Okay, so sometimes some people don't work in this industry might not know. So I have a friend that she opened up a studio. She get a lot of big clients. Right?
Correct.
She wants to be ethical, so she tries to pay her staff on time. She tries to pay them properly and pay them on time. Okay. So I feel my slogan is working, whatever. So in doing that, right, she said like, my bank account fucking low now.
The cash flow bad, right?
Yeah. You get a lot of these jobs. Then your bank account is almost zero. And you're just like, tolong I hope these companies pay. And then someone 6 months payment, they'll go like, oh sorry, our system, we need you. They got a lot of fucking excuse on. We need to register you in our system, blah blah. I ever go to an office outside, say I need to pay rent. I got no money.
Like, can y'all like speed it up?
Like, if y'all cannot pay me, like, I cannot pay rent.
Wow.
So I'm gonna start live streaming. And they pay me lah.
Oh shit.
It's only $300.
Oh damn, that's
like, I had money for rent lah.
But that's extreme, you know. Like they're withholding $300 from you.
And then that website put, we have worked with multi-million-dollar companies.
Wow, that's extreme shit, right? Yeah. Wow. What kind of excuse do you think they're cooking on, or is it just a cash flow issue for them? And they know.
I think it's because they can.
They can, right? They're big and they have many.
What's the consequences? Then also, a lot of people mistakenly think that like, like, if I don't make noise, I'm playing it smart in the industry or whatever, right? Just saying, I had the reason why I switched over to Boudoir also, right? I had a bunch of magazines that go and use my photography without permission and put it in the magazine without crediting me whatsoever.
No credit even after not paying.
Yeah, even after the new intellectual property laws in Singapore that specifically state that you need to credit and all this, right? Because the thing is,
no fucks were given.
A lot of people have the fear of, if I if I make noise, then later they don't hire me. How?
Wow.
So
it's just a vicious cycle of shit.
It's a vicious cycle. So then I was like, I need to break the fucking cycle, right?
Yeah.
So if I shoot nudes, stealing someone's photography on Instagram to put up is easy. But stealing someone else's nude is a different class of crime.
Wow. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So only were you not paid, you were not credited as well.
Also, just think when it comes to fashion magazines or whatever, right? There's this. I mean, fuck lah, you guys want to hire me? I can talk shit about y'all lah. So there's this thing called I don't want to name the magazine lah. Okay, but let's just call it Platypus magazine lah. There's this thing called the Platypus magazine curse, right? Yeah. Where they will feature
Platypus magazine curse, yeah, right?
They will feature you, right? And then like maybe they feature you, and then you get like 3 features that year. Then other magazines will feature you, right? Then after that, nothing, your career dies.
Really?
Like there's one magazine that when they do this, you can go and search.
Yeah.
The people that they will always do like, check out this 16-year-old, this 19-year-old, this like 20, wow, they fucking old already, but this 23-year-old who they do photography
innovative
or whatever.
photography, something like that.
But at the end of the day, the magazine is like, if they have 10 slots to like feature people, right?
Yeah.
7 of those slots will be paid for by like higher SES Crazy Rich Asians, like people. They'll be like, oh, this person from this rich family thing, they juggle now.
They juggle
of feminism, you know, like some kind of shit. And then it's like look, I'm straight out fucking feminist on it, but it's like you don't have real problems, alright. Yeah. Then the next edition will be like, right now they're trying to save zebras from zebra AIDS. Like, it's like there's no story there, right? But then to have some substance, right? They will feature one person that's up and coming.
Yeah, like really up and coming.
And it's a feature. You will almost never get paid.
Wow.
Like there's a bunch of magazines out there that go like, we street casted these models, we Instagram casted them. It's like, don't pay agency, just say lah.
we street casted, we pluck them from the streets of obscurity, right?
Yeah, it's like we're very creative one, you know. Like we're not gonna go for like stuffy agencies. We're gonna take them from the street and not pay them.
Not paying people but hipsterizing it, right? Something like that. This is the Whole Foods of not paying people.
You wanna get paid? Where's the passion for the art? You know, it's like, I'm not passionate about art, I'm passionate about eating food every day.
I'm passionate about not starving, right? Yeah. Oh damn! This is we are scraping the bottom of the creative industry, right? I think last time I got lucky, I got away because when they say, Jonathan, how do you like to be paid? I would like to be paid in 2 parts, A and B, half up front, then I start, and then I'll calculate A as in the real amount I want to earn. Then I take it as B as I'm never gonna see it.
So because of that, right? Nowadays, for any kind of work, right, I tell them that like I take cash up front 100%.
Yeah. That's why.
It's always scary because like a lot of clients will say no, right? But I realize like
the serious ones will say yes actually.
Yes, serious ones will say yes. The people who are fans of your work and like what you do,
they will say yes as well.
Like they'll say yes, and usually, I think with the stuff I'm doing, like people consider me more of an artist now or whatever. So it's like, I'm like 100% payment, no edits afterwards. What you get is what you get.
Correct.
Like you can tell me roughly what you want and all that, but if you're not happy with it, you can pay me for another round.
I see.
So you get a scratch and win ticket, you cannot, I'm not happy. Can I have some changes? No, this is art. This is art. If you want another art, you need to pay for it.
Yeah. Damn, So I think that's the thing they don't teach all of us in art school or creative school, how to deal with like the business aspect of everything. Which I think is sorely lacking in the lecturers as well, because some of the lecturers they really like.
I mean, that's why.
That's why they are there and say,
he got give me job one, you know.
Okay, some lecturers are good. Yeah.
Some actually got hire me for
some lecturers are legit. Like the lecturer that taught me Photoshop. The guy is the legend, right? So.
I'll say I have no complaint about the film lecturers in like last year. Legit, right? Like the guy who was in charge of the course. Like we were complaining like the projector like not working. Then he really left the school, you know.
Wow.
He come back, right? He holding bags of fucking diapers, right? That he like buy for his kids, right? To check on the fucking projector whether it works or not.
Really? Wow.
And like they wanted him to, I don't know, like he refused the promotions because he want to like really work. So like, like last year film school is good
Yeah, now there's like some merger, right? Last year merged with NAFA or something like some weird thing going on. What's up with that, man?
I have no idea. I mean, I wouldn't say like sometimes people say there's like rivalry with like NAFA, LaSalle, but like, we all end up in the same
same shit.
same property agency or like insurance agency in the end, right? So
that's true.
My passion was film. That's why I became a property agent.
Yeah. That's true. But yeah, when sometimes the art doesn't pay the bills, you gotta get creative so that you keep going. You gotta fuel yourself to keep going.
Yeah, I don't know. Last time there was this like documentary about like criminal masterminds, right?
Yeah.
Then like this guy is a graphic designer.
Oh shit.
He's like, I'm a graphic designer. Can I counterfeit money if I try it?
Oh damn.
He's a Canadian guy
yeah.
And then he did it
Oh wow.
So like Singapore got a lot of graphic design. No, don't do it
Don't do it. The crime does not pay in Singapore.
But like the amount of skill required.
Yeah, that's true.
To make that bill, right, is very challenging.
Yeah, that's true. Only a true highly skilled graphic designer will be able to.
I would do it and then go to the police station going like, I figured out how to do this. This company needs to stop selling this type of paper to the public.
Yeah, that's true. Prevent crime, right? Singapore, we are very safe. And speaking of safety, why do you think like other than your demeanor and then how you conduct shoots, all the models feel safe around you?
Okay, so the not taking your dick out in the middle of a shoot.
What the hell?
It's like you're better than 95% of like. No, I've like
who's taking out their dick in the middle of a shoot?
Yeah, this is no. So I might like just laugh about it, but like I really think I need to be serious for this. But like the amount of like horror stories I've heard from models, right, where like they do some Boudoir shoot, whatever, then the guy starts taking off his pants, and then she's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, my wife was scolding me, you've got stain." Then she's like, "I didn't go toilet." She go toilet, pull on all her clothes, and then like
leave.
Just like run, kind of thing.
Shit, man.
Or just like casual sexism that's like oh, you got like fat rolls kind
like sound like body shaming during the shoot.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like so this sort of monster. So it's like the if I just be a decent human being, people will feel comfortable.
Yeah.
What
is going on?
Like, yeah.
I see.
And like my wife does makeup for the model sometimes also.
Oh,
so, like she's there. She comes down sometimes or that when she has time out of full-time work.
Yeah. So speaking, you and your wife, obviously, you're trying to progress in life, and then there's all these struggles between art, making a living, and things like that. Why is it? Why do you feel it's hard to buy a HDB now? Because technically, you're married and you can go the BTO route. You just need to wait, right? Or is it because?
I'm not a gambling person. So
you're not a gambling person.
So I'm not gonna gamble for a BTO. You know,
yeah.
Like, I have so many friends that like do the BTO lottery, right, and then they just like don't get it, and also. We disown our family lah, so we had to rent our own place.
Oh shit! For a while, and
for a while, so because we are renting,
we drain the finances.
Yeah, we rather just like get a resale if possible, or whatever.
Faster, right? Yeah.
Because the rent might like go
increase,
up,
right?
And then the BTO is like
takes a few years.
I know there's a lot of subsidies and all that. It's a good investment, blah blah blah, that kind of shit. But then it's like I don't want to go through the pressure of doing construction for the whole house. With all the scams also going on with like interior design scams and all that, like some guy with 182 companies
correct.
So I rather just get a BTO than like
get a resale, you mean?
It's just not BTO. I rather just get a resale, then watch construction tips on TikTok and then like DIY that shit.
DIY that shit, really?
Yeah. Like I'm not buying a house to invest.
Yeah.
I'm buying a house to die in or jump out
die in or jump. If you think about it, right? Technically, most people are buying a house to die in. If you boil down the definition that way, right? It sounds bleak, but it's actually a very straightforward truth. Because 99, like seldom. I mean, I'm not sure about human evolution, but stats have shown that not many people live past 99 years. So,
I think in Singapore, so the life expectancy probably like
like
dropping
really.
Like I don't know, like we're hearing about people who are like 70 years old killing themselves. And they're like, You're 70 already, like...
Yeah. Like, you're already reaching the end, right? Like, why?
Because, like, okay, I know it's, like, sad or whatever, like, when a young person does it, but it's like, look, when you're a teenager, right, like, your brain is, like... Fuck, kind of thing. You're like, oh, my mom scolded me. I'm gonna kill myself, fuck this, you know, like the hormones. But then, like, at 70 years old, you're like, wow, it's too tough, like, this way my kids can get my CPF money.
Shit.
And it's a real
thing, right?
Thing, you know, so...
Wow, and I know this is a bit sensitive to us, but you and your wife, you say that you disown your family, and what's the reason? Is it because they objected to your creative lifestyle, or were there any
if it was that, like, it would be simple lah. I would just say that, like, and then we thought like, oh, we're very sad, got no family, but like the thing is, like, we realize it's actually very common.
Oh, very common.
So like I'm like 30 years old, like I don't know, millennial or whatever, right? A lot of our parents didn't go for therapy. Didn't believe in it, and their creative outlet was giving us trauma.
Oh shit, man. Yeah.
So past the point when you're an adult, you look back, you're like, wow, my parents really shouldn't have been doing those things. And when you go for therapy, you're like, wow, my parents really shouldn't have been doing those things.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just more healthy to go like no contact with them.
Correct. So it's the what's that statement? No one is sacred, right? So if they are like a cancer causing pain and everything, you just cut them off, even if they are family members.
If you won't let a stranger treat you like this, why your home is supposed to be safe? It's supposed to be the safest place that you're in. And if most of your 90% of trauma comes from there, there's a problem lah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And so would you say that after living by yourselves, paying rent and all that, it sort of like given you more freedom to live the way that you feel is true to yourself?
I mean, like, for me, I would feel that, like, my parents never really controlled me, but that's where, like, the abuse came from, like, because I neglect, like, when my friends were getting caught by their parents for, like, hey, it's very late, you need to come back home, right? I need to be missing for 2 days. Then my mom would try to call, like, do you get arrested?
Oh, shit,
like that kind of stuff, you know? Yeah. So, like, I don't know, like, I wish more parents went for therapy. It would really help them maintain their relationship with their kids, kind of thing,
Do you think it's because we stem from a very like Asian culture that in the past, as Singapore was developing, it was just about, you know, putting food on the table, and they neglected the nuances in like human psychology?
I think it was like mostly, there is almost not a time in history in Singapore where people have not been getting like squeezed lah. I think I was very shocked. I saw this historical picture of one of the first like National Day parades we had, right? Then the float, like, you know, the parade float, right?
Correct.
Was like down with price gouger, like landlords that put their like price gouge
really on the fucking float.
There was a PAP logo there. Then I was like, what?
Oh, mind blown to hear this. Yeah.
The PAP last time was like
down with
people
price.
that like come and fucking cheat you on rent, right? Fuck them, we will fuck them up, you know, they're like,
oh whoa, and then the logo on the float.
Cause like, and I'm not an economist or fuck, right? But like right now, if I were to explain it, like how I see it is that if the price of rent keeps going up, right? And even in like the office that you work in, the business that you're in, it goes up. That cost gets passed on to the business. Then they're gonna be like, shit, I cannot pay my employees as much. Pay your employees less. Then let's say if you're in my situation where you're not living with your parents, right?
Correct.
And you're renting, the rental prices will go up. You can squeeze like three ways or like
it all just flows down, right? Wow. And that's some of the criticism people have of Singapore. We are a very established financial economy, but the problem with innovation is that a lot of the
you need a garage for innovation.
A lot of the dollars are stuck in what they call non-productive real estate, which is just like dead real estate that just exists there, and it just keeps getting more expensive.
Okay, there's a reason for that.
Okay.
I mean, one, like, money laundering lah. Like, I mean, the $1 billion thing, like, came out, right?
Thanks for the national reserves, thanks you.
But, right, I don't know any government secrets or whatever, I'm just, I've got ADHD and dyslexia, so I got a lot of weird ideas, like, both, I've diagnosed with both, whatever, fuck, right? Okay, so, money laundering, right, is our real national defense. Because, right, if all the billionaires of the world from every country or whatever,
they come here and
hide their
launder.
money here, right?
Yeah, this is the strongest total defense. This is stronger than total defense.
Yeah,
Man.
no one's gonna drop a nuke on Singapore.
Yeah, that's true.
Like China's like, Singapore, you... Then the ministers like, fuck, we're hiding.
All our money is there, bro. Yeah.
Like how do you know? Like a lot of people say, oh, I complain about Singapore. Then no, people want to say, I fucking love
Singapore,
like, being Singaporean. You know? Like, you know when
correct.
Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un met each other in Singapore, right?
Yeah, that's a national pride, right?
Like, we are the crazy love child of both these countries.
Yeah.
Okay, like we have crazy US westernized values, right?
Yeah.
Along with like, I always make this joke, okay, like when Lee Hsien Loong was like with Kim Jong-un, this is a fucking joke, like chill, okay. They are the only two people that can understand each other of what it's like to have your father as the God King Führer of like a country. You know? And like I always like imagine, did this conversation happen where like Kim Jong-un is like, yeah, we send them like to like prison or that.
Yeah.
And someone's like, just find them. You send them to prison, you pay for it.
Yeah, there's cost involved, right?
Sue the fuck out of them and get them to pay you for the rest of their life. Then they're like, how do you control the like media? It's like, generally just let people watch what they want or like like then they talk, then you sue them lah. But okay, I'll give the government credit lah. They have changed with the times and it looks like they're not suing people as I don't touch me. I don't get sued. I'm a fucking idiot. What the fuck do I know, right? But like I can see lah that they are trying.
They're
to
evolving with the modern contemporary nuances.
Yeah. They're like, I sue you, then you know.
Then what do I get?
What about Bubbles, the Streisand effect or whatever?
Correct. Then the guy gets even more like clout or something, right? Yeah, that's interesting. Money laundering is our total defense. That's actually not too far-fetched, right?
But I think that when it comes to renting or that, it would probably get better lah. Okay, so the reason being, because whenever Singaporeans ask like, we need higher wages, it's like, no, then that would be non-competitive kind of thing, right? But like what I said earlier is, if the rent keeps going up, then people cannot do business here, then it's not competitive, right? And you know why I think things will change?
Why?
See, when Singaporeans complain that we want higher pay, then we are not competitive, because we are stuck here, we have no options.
No choice, right?
But I see the Ang Moh expats saying that my usual rent was 9,000. It doubled this time
to
18,000.
I can't take it no more. Right?
Yeah, like I'm gonna have to leave because the cost of living here is too high. Then I just like, the government not gonna tell them like, well, what kind of life do you want? Do you want a meal at a restaurant or at a coffee shop? They're gonna be like, this guy gone already. Like we need him. We need him, so maybe his nephew wanna hide money down here. Like I mean, no, I don't think that's actually it. But it's also, if we have a lot of foreigners here, right, very hard to attack Singapore.
That's true. Right.
China's like, I'm going to drop a bomb on Sabir. How many of our citizens there? Okay.
The rich ones, you know. Rich ones. This guy is related to my neighbor.
Every layer of the social class in China, right, we have them. We have them
Every
here.
layer of the social class.
You know, like, so just like, because my brain just remember this, right? Because so, like, you know, it's like Boudoir photography.
Like, of course.
When you message one, like, it was hard for me to start.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fucking Indian lah, you know, okay? So every hot girl will always get guys from India messaging them.
It's a stereotype.
It's a stereotype, but you ask any hot girl, they get it, okay? And it's not that guys from China are like better than guys from India, but they are contained within the Great Firewall of China. So you don't get exposed to it as much.
I see. That's not far-fetched. That's true. What are your hopes for the content creation industry in Singapore?
I really like I want to say that I have hopes for it lah.
You want to say it?
Like, how to say like I find the hopelessness in these things actually liberating kind of thing.
Because it's already all hopeless, right? So anything else is just a bonus.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I was watching a bit of like the stuff before I came here, right? Because was talking about like hope for the program or whatever, right? Like you know, hope can be crushing, like some shit like that. So like, as an artist, right? A lot of people say, oh, we need inspiration to do work, we need motivation to do work. I'm like, no, you don't need all that. Okay, when people say I got art block, I was like, no, fuck your art block. Okay, like don't think like an artist.
Yeah.
Think, and I have the privilege of this because I had sports background. Right? Think like an athlete.
Think like athlete.
A lot of artists will go like, if I do this work, right, my next one needs to be better than my previous work.
Right.
I'm like, no, you just need to practice, show up for practice, kick that fucking football into the goal.
And then you will
like
get
just keep
better.
doing it, kind of thing.
Right.
Like I did 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I was trying to challenge myself because I had a studio space. I didn't need to worry about rent too much. Doing a profit sharing thing, whatever. I did 100 shoots that year.
Wow, 100 shoots.
Yeah. I was completely hopeless. Like I wasn't like this next shoot someone's gonna hire me. I just like I'm hopeless. I'm depressed. Can I do 100 shoots? Let's fucking try. So I did 100 shoots.
Wow.
Then the next year, I did 200 shoots.
In a year.
200 shoots in a year. Like start from January all the way kind of thing. Then I was like, wow, like some company, if they really want to pay me, they can really exploit me. Yeah. You know, like I'm like, hey, I can be fucking exploited,
you can be the
guys.
top employee of the month, right?
Like, so, but the thing is like, you need to like let me do it. Because when people hey, fuck this person lazy, don't work and shit. I'm like,
you need to set the person loose.
Yeah, like I shoot what I want. Yeah, some changes here and there, all that. It's only this year that I started my no change policy. No change policy.
Correct. Because it's like you don't fiddle in the creative process, right?
Like you get the fucking Mona Lisa and then you like I'm not saying that my work is like that good or like whatever I'll call myself an artist more than like a photographer or whatever. But like so when you ask me for my hopes, I'm like fuck hope lah, just do it. Fuck
hope, just do it.
Like passion for art, right? It's like it's not really passion, okay? Like think of it as it's an addiction.
Yes.
Okay, and everything you do in your life is to help you get your next fix.
Yeah.
You know? So if I have to fucking work and I'm legit, I'm probably gonna get a job at like McDonald's.
Yeah, just to keep the passion going.
Yeah, like it's a Fortune 500 company,
Yeah,
correct.
You can't go wrong there.
And the thing is just you ever see a McDonald's close down in Singapore? No? Got 2. And they made news.
It was a big thing.
Almost never closed down. And like they have such amazing signs with how they put their location. The McDonald's Escape closed down.
Yeah.
And they open at Scene Leisure.
Like what the hell, right? Yeah.
The extra 5 minutes to
makes a world of difference.
Too much, like so
it's too much.
like the way they pick their stores is like it's amazing. I'm not saying the job is easy. I have friends that like work at McDonald's. They told me that there's a secret McDonald's Olympics.
What? The secret McDonald's Olympics?
Yeah.
We gotta hear about this, man.
The staff will like challenge each other like how they do certain tasks. Then they'll show
Really?
up. Yeah. And then they just do that. I'm like, McDonald's need to live stream this.
Yeah. It's the best marketing ever. Yeah.
Because now it's not like people pay money to watch Survivor. Yeah. But if this is on like Twitch or TikTok, like people pay money to all this kind of like.
Shout out to McDonald's. Give Benny a call. He has some great groundbreaking ideas for your marketing content. You do not need to hire millions of dollars in PR agency.
They really just hire you. That's Gonzo style. No stabilizer.
Let me go there. Okay, show us your burnt hands and like the chow tap fries. I
can put my hand on the fryer longer.
Yeah.
But they do things like packing or like how fast you wrap the thing or whatever.
Oh, that's like peak. That's really good content for TikTok, right? Yeah. That's true. I think we are living in the golden age of TikTok, and I feel the slogan, I will say no, we are living in the golden age of content, and the problem is not with restrictions or artistry or problems with money and things like that. It's really down to willpower, and I think I really resonate with what you said, which is like, fuck hope, just do it, right? I think that's an epic slogan that. Regardless whether you're in an arts career or you're in a normal creator like selling insurance and property, guess what? Fuck hope, just do it. And sooner or later, success will find you because it's kind of like effort triumphs talent.
Yeah.
Which is...
Hope is fleeting.
Spite,
right?
Spite is forever! I think you'll find your legs fixed, right? And I think on this explosive, enlightening note is a great time to end the podcast, as this has been an epic conversation. Thank you, Benny, for coming on to the Singaplex After Office Hours podcast. And remember, guys, like, subscribe, share, repost all our content everywhere, and you know where to find us. Till next time, bye-bye.